Oh my goodness.
I paint a blade of sock for gay no more. But that became if you will break no more.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Whoever here, I hope that you are all doing well. It is time for the main event. Let's go, Mr. Number One. I am so looking forward to this. Shall we listen to Seven Sins together? If you were to have a look at the description below, you will see a link to all of the official visualizers, which have English subtitles. This is just the biggest gift for international fans. I am so excited about this, and I don't really know what to expect, although I feel a little bit more prepared listening to Seven Sins than I was when I listened to PLEX, because I was still trying to get to grips with the beast that is Felip. And this time round, I feel like I understand him a little bit more, and I'm able to sink my teeth in a little bit more, but I'm really not ready, especially once I totally understood what he was trying to do with this. When he announced that the album was called Seven Sins, I never thought that there was going to be a song after every single sin. I hope we get a behind the scenes, a production, everything like vlog for this, because I want to know what came first. The idea of each song, was there like a clear theme in everything that he'd put together, and then he thought, it could fit into Seven Sins, or did he think, this is what I want my album to be, and then wrote and composed a song for each sin? Like, it's a really tough task to do either way. Honestly, it's so tough. And I did my research, I had a quick look, so when you go onto his official channel, don't worry, I won't read it all to you, I'll probably paste it onto the side of me. But when you go onto Felip's official YouTube channel and you have a look at the Seven Sins playlist, there's a little bit of a description as to what the album is all about. And I did think, what order did these tracks go in? I went onto Spotify, I had a quick look, but then I had a look at this description and I found it to be so interesting. This is going to be the gift that keeps on giving, the experience that is fresh every single time. And he's written, as for the album Seven Sins, is suggested to be experienced shuffled, as there is no true sequence or hierarchy of each sin. This is just so deep. Honestly, likewise, changing the experience every single time. And what do I even say? This man is art. He is art. However, what I am going to do is listen to them in the order that they were posted, in the order that they are listed on Spotify. So we're looking at 9 songs, a total of 30 minutes, and I am so excited about this experience. He's about to prove to me once again why he is my number one most favorite solo artist, and I am so excited to champion this man and everything that he has put together. And he has put out a very clear disclaimer that if you don't like it, skip it. What is going to be in this album? How is this going to rank? Make yourself a drink. Let's experience this together. This is going to be big production. Oh, I love. So written and composed by him. Luke April. Luke's for player 2. I haven't even listened to it yet, but can you imagine listening to PLEX and then listening to Seven Sins back to back? That's what I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable future. Also with the addition of Paleo.
I got a lot of those. I'm flexing on my phones. I know they offended when I'm on a force. Shit crazy, think I'm overdose. Walking my feet now. Digging the hell, I don't got the door. I don't give a fuck, yeah. All of this bitch in the sink with something cold, yeah. Different drip, different way, yeah. Woke up on the things, I'm getting a water boy, yeah. I'm the coolest motherfuckers, letting you die.
Oh, wow.
Get in my way, you may catch a cold, yeah. Way too cool, it's illegal. If I
That was delicious. It's gonna be that album.
I get a lot of those. I'm flexing on my phones. I know they offended when I'm on a floor. She go crazy, think I overdose. And listen, like I give a fuck on the lyrical shit. Kinda them hip-hop pro con le mani da bitch. Los dobos se como se cruzan con los gorros peces. La gira que un plan de look en music un ticket de kill. Like Sterling, Hanna, Yana, cool me gana. Believe si la nava. Un man flex que me guarda flex. Se cadena tas flex, tengo banda. Park in me. Sige na book na yung gamit na big kid. Mama gusin sa mama sa way pa palit. Kaya lisun ng pamilya, let's go na yung shit.
This is just sick.
I know that you're in the one I'm on a run. Yeah, she go crazy, got overdose. Yeah, walk on my feeling. Yeah, you know how to want the cold, I give a fuck, yeah. I live this bitch, she doesn't call it. Grabbing drip different way. Woke up on the thing, it's again, they don't want to hold it. Yeah, I'm the coolest motherfucker, just let it know. Get the fuck out of my way and make catch a call, yeah. Way too cool as a nigga, authority. She got me the bang, right on the ground.
What a lyric.
Digits of pants, clothes, 6 digits. Home hard, shit ridiculous. I'm a fucking star, it's only natural that I'm in a car. Yeah, one man I saw this, I don't need to count it all. Yeah, it's spending more money at 20% on regular. 20% on regular.
Oh, this is huge.
It's how I start. I'm from the start, I'm different. Yeah.
Oh, that is one insane opener for the album. The production on that, and I'm just listening to this on like really low quality headphones. I cannot wait to listen to this in a dark room with my earbuds because I just need to hear all of that instrument. And the thing is, I wouldn't say that I was an instant fan of it when I watched that live performance at the finale concert because it was a little too slurry because it was brand spanking new. We couldn't understand the lyrics, but now listening to it, I will say it's a fantastic song. I think it will always be a little tricky to perform live because it is slurry and because of the effect on his voice. I think that it's really important to be able to understand those lyrics, but I think that here, absolutely, if he's going to do a superior sessions for this one, absolutely, I love it. I will look forward to how he's going to present this on stage because, yeah, it's a big opening number. And once again, a similar comment to what I made when I first listened to Complex. It reminds me of the introduction music that you get for wrestlers. That it's usually in this kind of genre and it's somewhat repetitive in its sound. And yeah, like absolutely, this is an entrance, an absolute fire entrance. And I will tell you that I love it. And where do we go from here? After a huge production like this that is so in your face, we either continue with this momentum or we start to get mellow. Like I just don't know where we're going to go from here, but I will tell you that I love everything about this. Like perhaps I was on the fence. I liked it, but I was a little bit on the fence when I heard the unfinished version. But right here, I'm absolutely sold. Imagine holding the ear of shit. Like, this man is not here to mess around this time. He's got a lot of stuff to say. Are you hearing it?
Bitch, you got a motherfucking mean. Bought a ticket just to go insane. I'm some fat boy, pump my gasoline. They about the fame, too much for the brain. Balenciaga Prada on my feet.
True.
5 size, 7 days in a week.
Yeah, got my head up on a cloud, yeah. I'm about to pass out, yeah. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm a bad boy, so independent. I can press, but you can't control me. No media, got manipulating.
Hope you motherfuckers get offended. Cause I don't care about your feelings. Oh shit. Bitch, you got a motherfucking mean. Bought a ticket just to go insane. I'm some fat boy, pump my gasoline. They about the fame, too much for the brain.
I love it. So the line that is being held is, oh shit, we are dragging the ear of the shit, okay? And then the backing vocals are saying shit, shit, shit. Like, this man did not come to play. I love it. I love the thunder. Nice. Okay, a really, really short track. Almost feels like a filler, but actually doesn't need to be any longer than it is, because Envy, it just says everything, right? And I actually really like how impactful it is, despite obviously it's a lot of swear words, but it's super impactful and you just get the point. I really like that. And don't worry, I'm taking notes on the side because I'm going to be ranking these at the end. I just don't know where this is going to end up, because yeah, production wise is a little bit less. It's not so in your face, not so done up with all the instruments and everything, but I would say it's equally as impactful. Isn't it interesting that you could put something together like Foes that is big, massive, but then you can put something together like Envy, which is a little less and incorporates that thunder and the rain, and it's equally as impactful. Like, I love where he was going with his train of thought with the tracks on this album. Oh, give me Mourning next time. Oh. I can't wait to hear this live.
Magulat was after show, yeah. When I'm gonna move to none. How can you read that mob song, yeah? I do it for fun, yeah. How could the best, I know the play, yeah. In the song, yeah. Yeah, resulta, ilan suno, nagragi happen. I understand good, yeah. They got in our love, yeah. Di buka hakam with the love, yeah. Bisan ko sa kama, may siya sa kuwan, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oof, the breath.
I know she loved him, so I'm down now, counter, yeah. Depende da che sai che sono non me ne voglio, yeah. Si come che dico ma di yeah. Dico dai su Twitter e tu di mocanda.
Oh.
With the gun from that over. Questo show was a flash of a cola. Grabbing drip is the working on plumber. Today you're the hottest in the scene, but I'm cold.
I love him talking smack, you know.
I'm speed, I'm bird, make a beater. I'm the baddest feeling, I ain't a zebra breeder. I just violence a day, but you know
every day. Oh, I like the talking in the back. We're talking wrath, we're talking anger. I really, really like it. I need that behind the scenes. I need to get into their minds, what mood were they in when they were putting these songs together, because it's so interesting. With Complex, I also don't think that it necessarily runs in any particular sequence. You may disagree, but I feel like a lot of the openings and endings, they're a bit like this, where it's just the music, and that could almost be connected to anything else. I really, really love that. Like, every song doesn't end with a full stop, it ends with a comma, apart from Foes, I would say. So far, I would say Foes is a whole statement in itself, but everything else is interchangeable, and what an interesting way to put an album together. Like, there needs to be some recognition for the production of this entire album, and I will say that I really love that we get that signature anger, the signature depth in this, and I was waiting for it and we got it, and I like the lyrics of this one too. I just don't know how to process everything that's being thrown at me. I just cannot believe that we are here right now, that we're getting a brand new freaking album when these many tracks from this man, and that the quality of the stuff that he is producing is crazy, and that he didn't scrimp on, he didn't think, oh, I don't need to write everything, right? He's part of everything, which I really appreciate. Sometimes when people are first starting out, they've got that hunger, that drive for what they're doing, so they're a part of everything, and then later on when you can buy in the resource, it gets a little filtered. But what I'm finding so far with Seven Sins is that it doesn't feel any filter. Like, I definitely feel like it's still him as much as I felt like Complex was him. Even in some of the instrumental parts of the song, I felt like it's Ken. It's Felip, sorry, not Ken whatsoever. Even though he wasn't even applying vocals to it, it still sounded like it belonged to him, which is that's a hard task, especially when you're 2 EPs young, really, isn't it? Okay, where to next? Oh, well, give me warning next time. Sounds a little Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Made you my everything, even when you chose to go.
Oh.
Talk with you first again, even when greed is all you know. You made me believe it, believe everything's going to be okay.
Oh,
for years
my
I've been
goodness.
waiting. Have faith in worth saving.
Where his voice is today. Oh my goodness. This is the track that I think that we all wanted on the album, but we didn't know what we were going to get from him. I'm so glad that we are getting this. Just his voice vibrating all the way through the track. I love that.
My love for you, my love for you.
Oh.
You make me believe it, still meant nothing for you. My love for you, my love for you. You make me believe it, still meant nothing for you.
I like that it's still got a dark sound to it, so it still matches the flow of the rest of the album. This is going to be gorgeous live.
Still I made you my everything, 'cause I was kicking at an open door. Shoot him say now, then laying lies. We both know you've been lying to me, so I keep killing myself. I don't give matter waters flowing, natural disasters left me broken. I try to fix the pieces on my heart, but you keep tearing it apart. And I keep blaming you, in the end I guess I am a fool.
I just cannot deal with this. This is bringing it all back. Like, this is making me think of the big greats in the R&B field that I listened to when I was growing up, and all of that came back. This is another sound from him that I, so far, correct me if I'm wrong, have not heard. This kind of crying singing, and I don't mean crying singing as in like a typical SB19 ballad, but I've not heard this sound from him previously. Like, the way that he reinvents himself every freaking day.
Still I made you my everything, 'cause I else, kicking it an open door. Shoot them say now, then little lies. We both know you've been lying to me, so I keep killing myself. How to get mad at waters flowing, natural disasters left me broken. I tried to fix the pieces on my heart, but you keep tearing it apart, and I keep blaming you.
I can't do this.
I want to believe it, believe everything's going to be okay. That these years were worth waiting, it wasn't worth saving. My life for you, now my life for you. You made me believe it, still in nothing for you. My life for you,
the backing vocals.
my life for you. You made me believe it, still in nothing for you.
You can see how he's leveled up and how we're about to hit that international stage, because this just belongs on every single chart, not just on PH charts or Asia charts. This is that song that is going to break through and connect with a lot of people, because I think a lot of people will have felt this level of pain, and you hear it in his voice, that breakdown of that relationship, the sorrow, the pain, the regret of like keeping on and keep trying with something that had no future, and you feel all of that pain in his voice. And I can't believe that we actually have a song like this. Like, I can just put this on whenever I want and listen to it. It's unbelievable. And I look forward to watching a live performance of this, like a stripped back performance. And again, what I said at the beginning of this, I like that the song still fits in with the rest of it's still got like a dark, deep, metal-y feel to it, even though it's more in that R&B area, and I really, really love it. I love that end section where we get the backing vocals, and this is going to be amazing live. I feel like I waited so long for him to have solo ballads, and it's happening. It's really, really happening. And I know that this album doesn't really move in any particular direction, like they could be played in any order. But so far, I would say that obviously this is the fourth song that I'm listening to, and I quite like that after all of the busyness, I've suddenly got this break. It's heavy, but I've still got this break to really wrap my teeth and my ears around this voice. Oh gosh, I was wondering where that was going to go.
It's alright, it got so bright. I go too fast, boom, now come on tight. I shine so bright, now hurt just like.
Reminds me of Post Malone.
Fuck the bitch, Marilyn, and I shut in a trip when I do, you know.
What did Marilyn do? What did Marilyn do? Who is Marilyn?
I shine so bright.
Who is Marilyn?
Fuck the bitch, Marilyn, and I shut in a trip when I do, you know.
Who's Marilyn?
I because on the things that I do, but I say more hope you cool with it. But God know you can now, I go mas lapana, go come on, Nemo. Come on, I'm excited, I'm gonna go for the last. Stupid this bitch, I'm not impressed.
Tell your idol I'm not impressed. Call your friends, I'm not impressed. That's a whole nother level shit. You might wanna get it.
Mama tie, I can fire car, you can mama tie. I can't age like sorry side of life.
I love it.
With his eyes, I'm mama tie, calling fire, I'm burning bright. I
ang nahung Siya pa na confidence, mangin na way Bisang pa yung nahung at arung Pagkahul mo tanaw, pamor maningal Tigilan siya kung katingal Kaya di daw siya makawayag, grabe kay kafanig Isabay mo patulong na bunga, murag horo sa lida.
Out of my way
The smack.
Puso ka ni pray Di madalang traffic and I wanna go pray Taas ang kay ko press Uya lagi mo pray Kaya nalagwan na mo pray Kaya nalagwan na mo pray Akong fire car Di yung mamatay Come swag sa
Yes.
Funny car One time and quit his eyes I'm wild Come and fight fire Time for to die Fire my better Be not just a vibe Funny guy How can we quit his eyes I'm wild
It is honestly like Christmas.
Wait
It's not over. It's over now. It's not over until the car skids. I just cannot believe that we've got so many good quality tracks from him, and it's really crazy because what I was thinking that Pride was going to be about, it's not quite. It's a little bit different. He's not necessarily flexing. The Pride is like more like a burning from the inside. It's really interesting how he's done that, and obviously what I'm saying is not making sense because I've literally just listened to it the first time. I wish I could like delve into the lyrics a little bit more, but I'm doing this slightly differently. It's not really the interpretation of Pride that I was expecting. Like, I thought he was going to talk about everything that he had. And yes, he does mention being Visayan, but I thought he was going to go into detail. And it's a little bit more like, there's a lot more strength to it. I think sometimes when you, well, maybe not, but sometimes when you explain like where your pride comes from, you sometimes even show what your weaknesses are. Does that make any sense? And that is what I thought this was going to be about, but actually this was more about pride being your strength, and that like, how dare you think that I'm going to stoop to your level kind of a thing, which was quite an interesting take on pride, and another killer track. I love it. I love the car being like a part of the whole track, and yeah, do you see, like, my mind's a little bit of a mess right now. I don't really know how to verbalize what I'm listening to, and especially like in this order, I just don't know where they're going. One thing is, he really likes these 2-minute something songs. He likes to be very much like his personality, that he knows exactly what he wants to say, how he's going to say it, and that's it. There's no like beating about the bush, no kind of phrasing, paraphrasing, constantly saying the same thing again and again for 5 minutes. He will just say it full stop in 2 minutes 30 seconds. It's that kind of a thing, and I'm really appreciating the speed of the album, although I would obviously love to sit here for like an hour and 9 tracks, but I appreciate that they're quick, they're to the point, and I think that this is going to be another appeal factor for the album, that you can just put something on like this and it's so quick. And I do really love that he is talking about being Visayan, because it means so much to him, and I'm loving that he incorporated a track. Maybe there's going to be more, but especially this part, he incorporated a track on the album that talks about that. He's never going to forget that. I knew they were going to collaborate again. I just knew it. They gel very well together.
Can I give it all it? I would love the pain, blocking your thoughts solid. Your life is my canvas paint, blaming yourself on me. Now you get addicted, can I get out of you stuck in the shade? Diving eternally bottomless pain. You can never get away from this love. You can never get away from this love. No, that you will never know what's enough. The pain that you feel, cause you're falling right into that door. Feel that adrenaline pumping inside of your core. You're tripping, you're falling, you're losing yourself on the road. You feel on top, but you always been running alone.
It's actually a really clever collaboration. I think obviously he might have been putting some of the songs for his album together, and then he came across Player 2. I don't really know the time frame of when all of this was happening. He just works non-stop. You just don't know what he's working on. He's probably already started working on his next album. Some of the stuff that didn't make it onto this one will be on the next album. You just know it. But it's interesting because it definitely feels like them again, right? Some of the stuff that we've heard previously and the relationship that they have with each other's voices, it's reignited within this, and the kind of topics and the language that they use. I'm not talking swearing here. I'm just talking like the phrasing. It's reminiscent of what we've heard of Felip and Player 2 previously as well. And so like they're kind of just picking up where they left off. A really, really clever addition to the album. And again, I wonder if everything was kind of happening at the same time as those and this, which is why that happened. But I appreciate that like even they tell a story.
I need me something to fill up the void of my heart. You can never get away from this love. You can never get away from this love. No, they don't.
Because when they come together, they do like to talk smack, and they do like to talk about like cars and money and possessions. That is the kind of artist relationship that they seem to have together. They do like to flex that, and it goes so perfectly with the sin of gluttony.
I'll never know what's enough. The pain that you feel, get you falling right into that door. Feel that adrenaline pumping inside of your core.
Jeez, this is just like Post Malone.
You feel on top, but you always been running alone.
Feelings that are so some kind of real. Need a remedy.
Nice. Oh, they just elevated this song. Oh. Very, very, very nice.
Feelings that are so some kind of real. Need a remedy for what I feel. This life got me feeling so weak. Thought that I was strong, but I was weak. Shadows in the backseat, driving down.
I really, really love this change in the song. I think this is what's elevated it to be extra special, and why it deserves to be on this album, and why these two artists collaborating together is a fantastic thing. I know that on this, so far, we've heard him have a lot of vocal effects and stuff, and I'm imagining what it's going to be like when he's performing songs from this album in real life, because he can make these sounds without the effects. It's just insane that obviously like we've got, I don't know what that distortion is that's on his voice, but that computerization, even when it's gone, he can make his voice go down that deep. This is the truth. So I'm thinking about those that are going to be discovering Felip for the first time through this album. Don't you dare underestimate who this man really is and what he is capable of. That voice is deeper and darker than you have ever even known.
Signs and visions on the heartbeat. But the liquor kept me coming in. I don't need to die just to go beyond the skies.
Oh, I don't need to die just to go beyond the sky.
Now I'm in a fantasy. I take a beat, now I can see what is in front of me. You're tripping, you're falling, you're losing yourself on the road. You feel on top, but you've always been running alone.
Oh, I love the abrupt ending. I really love that. I think of the songs that Felip and Player 2 have put out, this is by far the best. I love, love, love the composition of it, and the lyrical parts in there as well are just so killer. They will stay with you. They will end up like quotes. And actually, very much relatable to what you could expect being in the public eye, suddenly shooting to fame, living that high life, but also really lonely behind the scenes. And it makes you worry a little bit about our loved ones, but you know that they're okay because they are surrounded by fantastic teams. And also how dramatic this is doesn't necessarily mean that it is 100% real. I know there will be some truth to some of the storytelling within this album, but this is pure art. I really, really like this song.
I've been on the road, I got no time. You're looking at your phone and shit. Tryna be mine, but I don't got a lot for you. Admit that you've been on my mind.
Oh, this is gonna be hot.
Might be
I hope
for
it is.
the wrong reasons. I've been waiting, send me your location, babe.
What?
No worries, no need to be afraid. Should've answered, should've been satisfied. Come over, babe.
How dare you?
Open up, it's in my ATA. You done just ain't got no time to waste.
Oh, I love it.
Wanna have a good time with a bad guy. What I hate about just what I like. Could've get less as long as we vibe. Could've been nice, but you give it mixed signs, baby. Call me, gotta give me time. For me, be here by 9.
Know you got these thoughts, so baby, how you feel?
I've never heard this individual before, so I wasn't really sure how she was going to sound. I like that she sounds feminine and breathy and hot, but that her voice isn't too innocent or young sounding. I think it goes really well with Felip and his depth, and you definitely feel that flirtatious vibe between the voices, which is really nice. I would love to see what she looks like, and I would love to see them perform this live on stage. What a flirtatious song, but also like right down to the nitty-gritty, which absolutely goes with what Lust is, because I think Lust is not about wanting something like in a pure manner whatsoever. It's about lusting after your needs. Like it becomes a need, a little bit like how I feel about Stell. No, really, no. My thoughts about Stell are utterly pure. What is coming out of my mouth right now? Absolute abort. Let's talk about this song again. I think I should just press play.
Feel the crazy tension, baby, I'm for real. While I saw you lying in my bed, I'm still wanting more, so baby, tell me what's the deal.
And also, I love that we've seen him kind of grow up in front of our eyes, and that he is putting songs about this out there because, yeah, like, you know, they're in relationships and, you know, they're having fun and doing stuff, and why not talk about it in your song, especially when you've got a voice that is capable of making every single hair stand on end. I just love the sound that he's going for in this song particularly.
You want me? Come over, babe. Open up, it's in my ATA.
I love what she's doing. This needs a music video. What do you think?
Come over, babe. Open up, it's in my ATA. You just ain't got no time to waste. I'm on my way. I've been on the road again in time. You're looking at your phone, ain't you? Tryna be mine, but I don't got a lot for you. I'll admit that you've been on my mind. Come over, babe. Open up, it's in my ATA.
I love it.
Ain't got no time to waste.
Yes, Ken, come on. I am so insanely grateful that this man exists and that he can do just about everything. Not just about everything, he can do everything with his voice, because it's insane. Him giving us those crazy holy notes in the background, that was everything that I was waiting for. I wanted like the airiness in the background of this. I'm just expecting like their voices to be flying around, and that's exactly what happened. This is going to be high up on my list, I have to say. This song is utterly delicious. It's a baby making number. Okay, there are going to be a lot of baby 18 that come out of this song. No, I really, really love the relationship of their two voices in this. Really a great collaboration. And yeah, there's a lot to take away from this. Like, this is very much his story, isn't it? Because obviously he's on the road and he doesn't have much time. And, the stuff that goes on in the lives of very, very busy artists these days. I do wonder who that individual is. Who's Marilyn? I'm still on Marilyn. What is Marilyn like we rearrange those letters to become the name of somebody he's seeing, perhaps? But in all seriousness, yeah, like, he's talking about what is happening in his real life, probably masked with some drama for the album, for the art, but these are the things that are going on in his life. And it's actually really nice to know that he's getting down and freaky with people, because that's what life is all about. As much as people don't want him to be in a relationship, I just want all of my boys to be happily ever after married and have kids and reproduce. And then in 20 years time, we're going to have SB 20, like the little sprogs are going to grow up. And yeah, I really need to stop talking. I really like this. It's going to be high up on my list. Next. Oh, nice. I hope this song turns out to be what I'm expecting.
I don't want us to die, just wanna be by your side. You can take all my time is my life. My level coming sign, tell me will you take my life this time? I'm feeling you, I'm feeling like I'm dead, what to do? If you don't wanna stay, I wanna go with you. I know, yeah.
Oh, he's a hardcore lover, isn't he?
I stopped looking back at you for a minute.
Nice.
I lost track, put me back up on my lady.
Love the pronunciation on that.
Yeah, in my camera raw. It's all, yo, wish you wanna call. Ignore if it's not about you. Cause it's not about you.
This album has to get some recognition.
Get away if you don't wanna stay. I don't wanna see ya. I don't wanna see ya.
Oof.
Take my breath away. Feeling lost today.
Oh, nice.
I don't wanna see ya. I can't let go of ya. But these days I just.
Oh, this is moving in such a delicious direction. I love everything that they're doing. They're kind of throwing everything at it, and you think that it shouldn't really work. It almost sounds like 2-3 different songs, but it works. It honestly works so much. I am loving it. It's delicious.
Yeah, better get away if you don't wanna stay. I don't wanna see ya. I don't wanna see ya. Take my breath away. Feeling lost today. I don't wanna see ya. I don't wanna see ya. I can't let go of ya. But these days I just don't know what I do. Tell me that you're coming back.
I wish he would dance in one of these, right?
Thinking about me too. In my camera raw. It's all, yo, wish you wanna call. Ignore if it's not about you.
I'm gonna sing along in a second. This is really weird.
the camera raw. Still wasting what I got.
This is sick.
It's not about you, 'cause it's not about you. Our photos on the wall, the memories we call. Nah, if it's not about you, 'cause it's not about you. Yeah.
Definitely everything that I dreamed that this song was going to be. I love that. It's going to be high up on my list. It's got repeat value. It's really interesting to listen to, and it's memorable. I love all of the distinct sections of the song, and I feel like this is a song that you could sit and like dissect, even just the instrumental. Let's not even talk about the lyrics and what he does vocally. I think that the instrumental itself is insane to listen to, and again, one to watch on a live stage. I love what they did with the slowing down bit at the end, because suddenly I got a little bit of a feel of Foes, so it's like drawing back to the beginning of the album. I know it doesn't run in any particular order, but I like that we're still getting that string all the way through, which can be hard when you have a song on the album that is like Foes, but that is also like, I don't know, like any of the others, to be quite honest. Like, how do you bring them all together without them all sounding the same? It's a really difficult task. I love it. I honestly love it so much. This is one of the stronger songs on the album. A ballad? Maybe?
Always dream high. If I fall, then that's fine. Stand up, my head high. I refuse to die.
We're going gospel.
'Cause I know in time all my efforts won't lie. Everything will be alright. All my wounds will find light.
Oh,
Always dream high.
I am really not ready to listen to this. This was really weird, and I know that the album doesn't particularly run in any order, but after all of the busyness, all of the sinning that we did in everything that we've just listened to, suddenly we come here and the message of those 37 seconds, like, this is going to be a really, really heavy song, but also probably one that's gonna set him and us free.
All my wounds will find light. Always dream high.
Oh, light, get me in the dark, the blue sky. Call me like the blue sky. The words not enough, but don't die. It ain't sharp enough like that knife. Nobody can take my light. I pray that you won't leave my side. No words could explain how much I hate no more. Everything
Oh
I
my
understand no
goodness.
more. I pain, I bleed, I suck for gain no more. But that begins if you will break no more.
Always dream high. If I fall, then that's fine. Stand up, my head high. I refuse to die. 'Cause I know in time all my efforts won't lie. Everything will be alright. All my wounds will find light.
No words could explain how much I hate. No words could explain how much I hate.
Oh, The whole album is so hype. And then all of a sudden you get a song like this that just absolutely tears you down. This is absolutely the sister song of Kanako, but it's a little bit more introspective because I think that obviously when we're talking about Seven Sins and we're talking about the son of a pastor, and people have said many, many things to him and about him and judged him, but actually people just forget that you have to learn what is going on. Like, this is everybody's first life, and sometimes you make mistakes and sometimes you move in a direction that might not be right, but you have to experience all of that for yourself. Okay, there is no written path, there is no direction for every single person. Otherwise, wouldn't we all be insanely successful and insanely rich, and we'd all be clones of one another? Everybody has their own journey to make in their life, and you may stray and you may make mistakes, and what matters is that you recognize that you're doing it and you do your best to be a good human being, and you come back to your values and to your principles. And I think that is what this song is absolutely showing me, that he has never forgotten who he is, where he came from, and he still very much is that person. And it's just that he happens to be famous and he's open to a lot more opportunities and incidents and people, and so he can't be as sheltered as he once was. I think that if I wasn't so shocked, I probably would have been a big mess on the floor, because this song is just an absolute masterpiece. This is that international level that we have been talking about. And again, I know you're fed up of hearing me say it, that this is not the order of the album, but when you top and tail my listening of this album, my experience of Seven Sins with Foes, and then with Ache, and I think that reading the title Ache, I was expecting it to be difficult. And when I heard that it was going to be a ballad, I thought that Ache was going to be sad and weak and low. And yet, do you hear the way that he screams ache in pain? I've never ever heard somebody express themselves like this in a song like before. And this is why Felip is my number one solo artist, because nobody expresses themselves the way that he does. If you don't mind, I would quite like to listen to that whole song again, because it was just such a shocker. I was not expecting for him to bare his soul to us quite like this. I'm just in absolute shock as to what this album has become.
Get me in the dark, the blue sky. Coming like the blue sky. The world's not enough, it don't die. It ain't sharp enough like that knife. Nobody can take my light. I pray that you won't leave my side. No words could explain how much I hate no more. Everything I own to take no more. I pain, I bleed, I suffocate no more. But that began if you would break no more. Always dream high. If I fall,
it's just insane.
stand on my head high. I refuse to die. 'Cause I know in time all my efforts won't lie. Everything will be alright. All my wounds will find light. No words could explain how much I ache. No words.
This is an absolute masterpiece. Oh my gosh. How much pain must he have been in to write something like this? This song is about to change the music industry. It's really interesting that the song is uplifting, and it's obviously in the style of gospel, and it sounds very much like a prayer and like you're repenting for your sins. But there's such a heaviness, such a blue feel about it, and I dare anyone not to be able to relate to this somehow, but I do think about the frame of mind that Felip must have been in to pen something like this. I just really love that he's got this outlet that he can unleash these feelings, because obviously we know he's not always a man of words, and it must be hard to keep some of this pent up. I know obviously for him as a man of faith, he has this constant discussion and back and forth between himself and God, but I think to be able to release these emotions in a safe place with us, it must feel really good, and I'm really glad that we are here to lend our ear to him and lend our shoulder to him if he wants to cry. And I'm going to say something to you that might sound a little absurd, and you might not agree with me, but for me personally, for my heart, Ache is a sibling of Niebe. That is how I feel about this song, and you know how much I love and what I feel about Niebe, and this is its sibling. I was all hyped up to give you my countdown of the album, to talk to you about everything that was on this, and I am utterly stumped. I cannot move on from Ache. I feel like I need some silence. I need some time to process this song before I can even think about the rest of them. It's just so much to take in. And I really, really love that he added this onto the album. It very much fits in. And the message that he put out that, obviously songs or music is all about personal taste, and you might not enjoy everything, so you are more than welcome to skip stuff. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably had talked about, upon hearing the album, that they didn't like some of the songs. I can absolutely understand why some people would say that and what songs they might be as well. But he's a real human being. You listen to this song and he understands. He's never really going to change. The core of him is never really going to change. Oof. This is it. This is that song. I held my breath. The first time hearing that, I held my breath for a long time. This is crazy. Do I even need to rank my songs for you? Ache is my most favourite song on this album, followed probably by Foes, and then probably Lust, Gluttony, and then I think it all very much depends on your mood and how you're feeling as to where envy, wrath, greed, and pride would come in. And sloth. It's funny because I was taking notes on the side of this so I could try and remember everything, because obviously I'm only listening to everything once, and I thought, oh, what if I can't remember what song this is? And I've taken notes, and obviously there's some that I've circled to say, oh, I really, really like this, and I've put number 1 next to some of them to say I would rate this quite high. But next to Lust, I wrote effing hot. And then right at the bottom of my piece of paper, I wrote, who is Marilyn? That is the question. I am so proud of the man that Felip is today. I am so proud of this album. And I was a little bit on the fence. Am I going to love this album as much as I loved Complex? Are we going to get a diluted Felip? Is it really going to be him? And all of those worries, they all melted away whilst I was listening to this album. All gone. I am so proud of this album, and I am so proud to say that Felip is my number 1 most favourite solo artist. I am so proud of everything that he has achieved today, the man that he is today, both as Felip and as Ken, on camera as a celeb, but also behind the scenes to his friends, to his family, and to his colleagues, and also him having a solo concert. That's a first, and what a big, massive first that is. I am so proud of him. This is a great time to be an 18. He's gonna do it. This is that song. This song deserves to be nominated in many, many categories and international awards. If the album doesn't, get nominated, because we know that sadly many artists in the Philippines get overlooked, then this song should not be overlooked. This album is a work of art. And I love the variety of stories that we get from it. I'm really shaken. Do talk to me about 7 Sins. It's not as negative as the title might suggest. It's the coming of age of a young man who has been in the public eye for many years now, who is happily proud of his Visayan roots, but has also made a mark in all over the Philippines, in Tagalog, in the international market, in English, in hip-hop, gospel, rock, pop rock, you name it, he's done it and he's aced it all. If you can, I'd like for you to rank the songs. I can't wait to read all of your comments. Thank you so much for listening to Seven Sins with me. I will drop a link below to his album, his account, everything. Please support, please make sure you are subscribed to everything, you're engaging with all the content, and let's make this album a huge success for our Kenny. Thank you so much for listening to this with me. I hope that you had fun. And until I see you next time, take care. Stay safe.